Do you know the difference between energy healing and energy strategy? I think it's a really important topic to differentiate because both are super potent in terms of supporting your healing, your transformation, your ascension, your expansion, you 10 timesing your life. And I do both in my work. And I find that it's really important to educate and let people know what the differences are between energy work and energy strategy and energy healing, because all three of them are very different, all very powerful and highly underused. So if you have been in the healing and personal development space and the professional development space, I particularly believe and feel that it is highly underused in the professional development space. And I feel like a lot of how I get my clients incredible results into 6-figure months, $500,000 months and beyond is through using all three. It's like a triple threat: energy healing, energy work, and energy strategy. Also energy hygiene. Yesterday I did a whole live video just on energy hygiene. And energy hygiene is actually equally important to energy strategy and energy healing, as well as energy work. So I want to share about the differences between them, because if you're not doing any one of them, or if you're doing one and not the others, there's a whole untapped potential for you. And today I went to an entrepreneur event. I'm actually going to another one after I finish this live. And when I'm explaining my work to people, a lot of times they're comparing it to other energy things they know about, but it's different. And so it's hard for someone to be able to identify like, oh wait, I need that in my life. And I feel like that's part of what I'm here to share. So even with my group mentorship, like it's so unique. And I felt like it was important to do this live series so that you understand what's inside and you haven't even tapped into all of that goodness that could literally be transforming you, how you feel, how you think, how you act. It's an inside job to shift the outside results. So whatever results you've been wanting to create in your life through the realm of energy is so, so powerful. And there's so many different ways you can do it through energy. So as many of you know, I'm a former medical doctor, and in day one of this live, if you go back on my grid, you'll see I did a live 2 days ago about multidimensionality and activating your multidimensionality and what that even means. So if that interests you, go there. But essentially, we have this whole other part of our being, which is our energy fields, that we can use to make our lives better. We can be intentional creators. I think there's something on my face. No, okay. Intentional creators of our lives, but it's not something that we affect out there. We can, and I'll talk to you about what that is today, but so much of it is an inside job. And the thing is that energy can't be created or destroyed. It's a law of physics. It just transforms or it moves. So yesterday when I talked about energy hygiene, it's like energy is contagious. So if you go out to the store or you go out on a walk or you just like walk into a new space, there's a lot of energies around that you could pick up that could affect your energy. And if you don't know how to do energy hygiene, it can affect you in a negative way and then you're out. You start feeling badly, you start feeling down. And so yesterday I talked a bit about energy hygiene and how I have a 4-step process for energy hygiene inside of the group mentorship that you receive. And so today I want to share, like, okay, so what's the difference? Energy hygiene, energy strategy, energy work, energy healing. What's the difference? Why is it all important? And as you're coming on live, you can share any questions that you have. If you're catching the replay, of course, you can ask any questions in the comment section, and then of course, reach out to me. And the reason I'm doing these lives is because my next round of my group mentorship is starting. And honestly, it's amazing for anyone. If you're into personal and professional development, you will unleash and untap your next level through this work. Okay, so let's get into the differences. So energy healing, for example, is what most people think of when you think of like Reiki, for example. Energy healing you can do to yourself, and you can receive it from someone else. And there's many kinds of energy healing. There's Reiki, for example. There's a lot of other, there's like prana healing. That's another form of energy healing, but through the prana reservoir. There's also light language as a form of energy healing. So I also channel light language, and inside the group container, if light language ever interests you, it's a place that you can activate your voice for healing yourself and others. So energy healing is more when you are passive and you are in a state of receiving, and you receive energy from source, from the Reiki container, from prana. And then I also do a form of energy healing that I call radiance light energy work that comes from the realms of divine love and light. And inside the group mentorship, I support you in activating that within yourself. I show you how to access it so you can use energy healing on yourself or on other people. And the group mentorship is also a certification. So you learn to heal yourself, but also if you want to, you can use it to heal others. So if you're already a healer, a coach, a guide for others, this is so complementary to your work. So energy healing works through grace. You're passive. It helps to shift things in your life without having to think about it. It helps to shift things in your body without having to think about it. There are rituals and ways through which it happens, and that's energy healing. Energy hygiene is when you consciously clean your energy. Clean it, amplify it, strengthen it, ground it, cleanse it, so that you take care of it just like you brush your teeth, just like you take a shower. You do this to your energy field. Inside my group mentorship, you learn energy anatomy, so you know what to clean, where to clean, how to ground, how to clean, how to protect, all these things, so that your energy stays bright, shining, and pure with just your unique frequency. Because most people are operating with all kinds of, what we could say like dirt, gunk, energies. That's not you. Low vibrations, dark energies, etc. That's not you. So energy hygiene work is to clear all that stuff out and become more sovereign in your energy. So that's energy hygiene work. It's one of my specialties. And like I said, you learn my favorite ways to do it. And I honestly feel that's the reason why people are always commenting on my energy. Like, oh my God, I love your energy. You're always so bright and shining and glowing. And it's because of the energy hygiene work for sure. Next, we have energy work. So energy work is any way that we're doing healing and transformation and affecting the body through working with energy. So for example, let's say if you feel a density in your body, or you need to do like a timeline healing to heal something from your childhood, or if you want to rewrite contracts, this is all energy work. We're using assistance with energy, and we're working in the energy realm, like contracts, updating, clearing karma, timeline healings, past life healings, all these kinds of, they're healings, but they're deeper. Like you do need to be present and conscious of what you're doing. You're not just laying there like an energy healing. Energy work is very active. You're a part of it. And it's used in the physical body, but it can also be used, like I mentioned, to do contract work and other types of healing on an energy level. So for example, you can heal relationships with energy work without the person even being there. So it's super powerful. And I share all my favorite ways to use energy work in supporting you for better relationships, greater love, business, etc. So energy work can also be used as like an umbrella term for all of this, for the energy hygiene, for the energy healing, and for energy strategy. So then we get to energy strategy work, which I feel like it's one of my specialties. I call myself an energy strategist, and I don't really know that many people doing energy strategy work. But essentially with energy strategy work, it's when you are a Jedi for how you want to feel, be, and affect the world around you. So for example, let's say if I wanted to call customer service, or I was staying at a hotel and I was going to go up to the counter and share with customer service what was happening, that maybe something happened that I want to talk to them about, and I have an outcome in mind. So like maybe I want them to, have some of my meals comped or something because something happened in the restaurant. Before I would go to approach the customer service person, I would do things to my energy field, which I teach you inside the group mentorship, so that someone else can have a nice experience with me, right? And so I can also do things to clear karma with that person so that we have a better interaction. This is all energy strategy. I'm strategizing, how can I affect change right now in myself and in the environment? So I also teach ways to affect and change energy in a room, in a home. This is all energy strategy work because you have an outcome. How do I want to change the energy of this room so people can have a better or a different experience, including yourself? So for example, if you're a man, you can learn ways to be more masculine in your body. If you're a woman, you can learn ways to be more feminine in your body. I also do energy strategy work with objects. So I have this really funny story. I was traveling. I used to live in Malibu before I moved to Ibiza, and I had a storage unit in LA. And I decided to use energy strategy on my carry-on 4 or 5 flights too late. So basically when I cleared out my storage unit in Malibu, I was bringing back big crystals and statues of goddesses, like a lot of spiritual stuff. And every time I was going through security would stop my bag to check all the things because, some were singing bowls that are like metal. And then, I had this beautiful metal box that was like an Isis box, which is a goddess. And so they were just like, what's the shape of these things? Like security couldn't tell on the camera, like, what is this? And so I basically was all the time having to go through this issue in security. And then finally so from LA to New York, and then from New York to Madrid, and then, I guess it was there a stopover? No, I guess it was only 3 times. It was the 4th time through security though. So then when I got to Madrid, I went to the security for the change of flights, and the woman was like super angry about life in general. Like her energy was really challenging. She opens my luggage and she's like, this could be a weapon. And it was literally like a crystal. I'm like, that's selenite. If you put it in water, it would dissolve. It's like a form of assault. And then she takes the goddess statue and she was like, this could be used as a weapon. You can hit someone on their head. And I'm like, it's a statue of a goddess. She's like, this is a weapon. You have to go and check all this. Now, this is all very delicate things that they could break. And some of them did break. One piece of the goddess statue I glued back, and another crystal ankh got broken in a few places. Whatever, it's okay, it happens through travel. And what's interesting is an ankh helps to take, and these are all things I teach you inside the mentorship too, certain symbologies help for protection. And an ankh, which is the ancient Egyptian sign, that's a protective sign and symbol. So anyway, that was broke too. So I'm like, so I get my things. I'm like, literally like, I can't believe this is happening. But you know what? Whatever. It was an opportunity to put my work, my energy strategy work to the test. So I'm like, I'm not going to check this. Let me try one more time. Let me go through a different security. So I went up to where you check your bags, but I didn't check my bag. And I went to security and I was like, let's put this stuff to the test. So I wrapped my luggage with different types of energy that have different functions, that I know what the functions are, that I teach you inside the group mentorship. Wrap my luggage. I also did work to my energy field so that I could have a better, more easeful, graceful experience through security. Put the luggage on the security thing, walk through. No problem so far. It was the first time that they didn't stop my luggage. It went all the way through. And I'm like, why didn't I use my own energy strategy before? All these other security checkpoints, the 3 before, I didn't use it. But when I did use it, it made my life so much easier. So I have clients who use the energy strategy work for their business. If they, like ones that have restaurants and actual physical places, like I work with speech pathologists, different clients that have different types of physical offices. They literally put it all up. If I have clients that are going to have an event or a party, they put up the energy strategy in the room so people have a better experience. And then depending if they're going into a business meeting or meeting their partner for a nice dinner, depending on what the goal is of the meeting, my clients learn how to do different energy strategy to get the outcome desired. So energy strategy is when you're a conscious creator and affecting the energy of yourself and the environment around you to have the experience that you want to experience. Because guess what? Life is not happening to you. You are here to create your life. So how do you want to create your life? Everything is energy first. People feel your energy before you even walk into a room. Because of your energy, people even decide, like, do I want to invite this person to this party, this event? So the more you work on your energy to be brighter, purer, more of your divine essence, the more synchronicity, ease, flow, opportunities come to you. And this is the work we do inside of my group mentorship. So the next one is starting on Monday. On the 1st, because I like kind of starting things on the 1st, I feel like it's nice. So it starts on the 1st, so the group chat opens on the 1st. And then on the 2nd, and then every week we have a call. For a year, it's a year-long experience, and it is so potent and powerful. If you have any questions about it, I really invite you to join me inside the group mentorship. It's an incredible opportunity to open up a whole reservoir of power and creation that you are not using. I can guarantee you're not using it in this way. It will change you from the inside out, and then with that, you will experience different results. I have clients that they move into their dream home, they move countries, they even 10 times their business, open up more offices or receive more clients. Their relationships improve. I've had clients even like border on divorce, and then they do this work and then go into divine union. It's literally any result that supports you in having the life that you desire, because you start to change your energy to support you to have the life you desire. So reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. Let's see if it's the right fit for you. I have payment plans available. I like to make it really easy for you to say yes. So if you have any questions, any doubts, any fears, anything, or if you're just curious to know more, reach out to me. I would love to have you. Go and watch the other 2 videos as well. And yeah, that's it. That's it for today. I'll be back for more with another one tomorrow, another live. Big kiss to you. Thank you for being here. If you've watched till the end, I really invite you to join us inside the group mentorship. It's for you. If this stuff has made you curious, it's for you. So big kiss. See you tomorrow, and see you in my inbox, and see you inside the group mentorship. Bye for now.